Let me reiterate again. I am the strongest possible proponent of fighting against bigotry, injustice, hate, because I have lived it personally in the most profound of ways. Okay? So I detest it when it's levied against blacks, against whites, against Muslims, against non-Muslims, against atheists, against religious people, against tall people, against short people, against purple people. Any time when you are discriminating against someone because of immutable characteristics, you're a cretin. And of course, I will do whatever I can to fight you for your bigotry. But to engage in this endless self-flagellation at the altar of the die religion is a violation of the most fundamental tenets of what makes our society the great society that it is, notwithstanding all of the flaws that it has, and that is individual dignity. I come from a world, Lebanon, the Middle East, that is defined through the prism of tribalism. It's not a society that you want to live in. What makes the United States, to some extent Canada, and the West more generally, much better place to live than other parts of the world is because we have found the best recipe so far, not the perfect one, but the best recipe to live together, to live in peace. Does it always work? No. What the grotesque guy who snuffed the life of Mr. George Floyd in front of the camera for nearly 9 minutes, it didn't work there. But that's a reflection of that guy having a dark heart. The great majority of people that I've interacted with in 26 years, and by the way, I'm at a university that is defined by its cultural vibrancy and its pluralistic ethos. There are tons of Muslims and Jews and atheists and black people and white people and transgender people. I mean, you couldn't have a more progressive school than the one that I've been at since 1994. And I've seldom seen, the type of bigotry and hate that this guy is constructing in his delusional mind. Most people work well with each other, respect each other, treat each other kindly and properly. If anything, the general environment in academia is so politically correct, so afraid to commit a microaggression, that it is the exact opposite of what he's saying. It is so sanitized that it doesn't mimic real life. That's how polite and non-bigoted most people are. So pandering to, quote, people of color that's what racism is. They don't need your white knighthood. They want to be judged just like everybody else based on their great qualities, or judge harshly based on their flaws, like any good, decent person would. I don't care what someone's color or sexual orientation is. What I care about is the totality of their flaws and their qualities. And then I make a judgment as to that person who is facing me. So, Dr. Thorpe, again, I would love to write a rebuttal to your article, because if you don't, then I might accuse you of either being anti-Semitic, anti-Arab, anti-Middle Easterner, anti-war refugee. You're trying to silence the voice of the marginalized. So do the right thing and let me write an editorial rebuttal in Science. I wish I could say slowly we inch, quickly we gallop. Take care, everybody.